What if I told you there are flowers that bloom for months, sometimes from spring straight through to the first frost, and you only have to plant them once? These aren't your average perennials. These are the garden's overachievers. Long-lasting, low-maintenance, and absolutely gorgeous. Today we're counting down 25 of the best long-blooming perennial flowers that will keep your garden glowing for months. Let's get started. 1. Coreopsis tickseed. Coreopsis is like that cheerful friend who always shows up with a smile. Its daisy-like blooms in yellow or red start early summer and can keep going till fall. It loves full sun, needs well-drained soil, and once it's settled in, it doesn't ask for much, just the occasional deadheading. You can grow it in garden beds or pots. Just make sure it gets at least 6 hours of sunlight a day. 2. Geranium Roseanne. This one's a crowd favorite. Roseanne gives you violet-blue flowers for months, from early summer till frost. It handles full sun to part shade and likes moist, well-draining soil. Perfect for borders, under taller plants, or trailing from containers. Bonus: it attracts pollinators but resists deer. 3. Shasta Daisy. If you love that clean, classic white daisy look, Shasta's for you. These bloom from early summer into fall with just a little care. They need full sun, well-drained soil, and regular deadheading to keep going strong. Use them in borders, cottage gardens, or as cut flowers. They always brighten the space. 4. Echinacea Coneflower. Coneflowers are not just pretty, they're tough. These native perennials bloom from midsummer into fall. They love full sun and are super drought tolerant once they're settled. You can plant them in a sunny spot and they'll come back every year, stronger and fuller. Plus, birds and butterflies love them. 5. Gaillardia Blanket Flower. If you want a flower that thrives in heat, blanket flower is your go-to. The fiery colors, reds, oranges, golds, pop all summer through fall. Give it full sun and sandy or well-drained soil. Perfect for hot, dry spots. And it's not needy, just cut back spent blooms and enjoy the show. 6. Salvia, perennial varieties. Tall, spiky, and full of color. Salvia is a garden favorite for a reason. It blooms from late spring into fall. Full sun is best, and it doesn't mind poor soil as long as it drains well. It's also a magnet for bees and hummingbirds. Snip off faded blooms and you'll usually get a second flush. 7. Catmint Nepeta. Soft and dreamy with lavender blue flowers and silvery leaves, Catmint starts blooming in spring and often lasts until fall. It's perfect for sunny borders or along walkways. Give it full sun, water now and then, and a mid-season haircut for more blooms. It smells great and even keeps deer away. 8. Black-eyed Susan Rudbeckia. You've probably seen these golden yellow flowers with their dark centers. They're hard to miss. They love full sun and bloom from midsummer into fall. Black-eyed Susans are low maintenance and look great in mass plantings or wildflower gardens. They also come back every year, sometimes with new seedlings too. 9. Daylily, Stella de Oro, or other rebloomers. The trick with daylilies is picking reblooming varieties. They'll give you waves of flowers from spring through fall. They like sun but can handle partial shade too. Just plant them in well-drained soil, water regularly, and you're set. Use them in front yards, along fences, or anywhere you want reliable color. 10. Yarrow Achillea. Yarrow gives you clusters of small flowers in shades of yellow, pink, or red. It starts blooming in early summer and often lasts through fall. Full sun and poor soil? No problem. This one actually prefers it that way. Drought tolerant and pollinator friendly. Just cut it back after flowering and it may bloom again. 11. Russian Sage Perovskia. With silvery stems and clouds of purple blooms, Russian sage brings a soft, hazy beauty to the garden. It loves full sun and dry soil. Give it space to sprawl, and it'll bloom from midsummer until frost. It's drought tolerant and deer resistant too. 12. Lavender. Yes, you can grow this fragrant beauty. Lavender starts blooming in late spring and keeps going with regular trimming. Give it full sun and well-drained soil. It hates soggy roots. Perfect for borders, containers, or herb gardens. And of course, it smells amazing. 13. Bee Balm Monarda. Bee balm brings bold reds, pinks or purples and a whole lot of butterflies. It prefers full sun but can tolerate partial shade. Just make sure the soil stays moist. Dead head to keep the blooms going. It spreads a bit, so give it room. 14. Veronica, Speedwell. With tall spikes of purple, blue or pink, Veronica adds structure and long-lasting color. It needs full sun and well-drained soil, great for borders or cottage gardens, and it blooms from early summer to fall with a little deadheading. 15. Scabiosa, pincushion flower. These delicate blooms look like tiny pins sticking out of a cushion. Scabiosa flowers from late spring into fall. It likes full sun and moist, well-drained soil. Perfect in containers or garden beds. Deadhead regularly, and you'll get non-stop blooms. 16. Blanket flower. Big, dramatic blooms that look like they belong in the tropics. They bloom mid to late summer into fall. Needs full sun and moist soil. Place them near patios or walkways where they can be admired up close. 17. Hellebore, Lenten rose. One of the earliest bloomers, Hellebores flower in late winter into spring and often hold their blooms for weeks. They prefer part shade and rich, well-drained soil, ideal for shady corners, under trees or woodland gardens. 18. Penstemon, beard tongue. Tubular flowers in purples, pinks and reds bloom from late spring to early fall. They love full sun and tolerate dry soil. Great for pollinators and low-water gardens. Just don't overwater. 19. Bleeding heart, Dicentra. Heart-shaped blooms dangle like little lanterns in spring and early summer. It likes partial shade and moist, rich soil. Let the foliage die back naturally. It's storing energy for next year. 20. Astilbe feathery plumes in pink, red or white brighten shady spots from late spring into summer. It prefers partial to full shade and moist soil. Don't let it dry out too much. Perfect for woodland gardens and damp borders. 21. Sedum autumn joy. Sedum starts slow but finishes strong. Its flowers peak in late summer and last into fall. It loves full sun and dry soil. Great in rock gardens or borders. As a bonus, it looks good even in winter. 22. Blanket flower, again if not repeated, or verbena low-growing and full of small vibrant flowers. Verbena loves full sun and blooms endlessly with a little trimming. Perfect for hanging baskets or sunny edges. 23. Phlox, garden phlox. Tall phlox gives you big fragrant blooms from midsummer to early fall. It needs full sun to part shade and evenly moist soil. Keep the air circulation good to prevent mildew. 24. Japanese anemone. A graceful late bloomer, these flowers float on tall stems from late summer into fall. Partial shade and rich soil work best. Add them to woodland edges or mixed borders. 25. Chrysanthemums, hardymums. Fall's grand finale. Hardymums bloom when everything else is winding down. They need full sun and rich soil. Pinch them back in summer to encourage more blooms. Plant them in early spring so they establish before cold hits. So there you have it, 25 long-blooming perennials that keep your garden alive with color season after season. Let me know in the comments which one you're growing or planning to try. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like and share it with your fellow plant lovers. Happy planting!